Hello everybody, my name is Ilya.
And my name is Tyler. Together we make up Kovray, a couple that loves to play board games.
And we're here with you today to review our 2024. Tell you about some stats, tell you about some goals.
Yes.
And then give some awards out.
Yeah, we did it. We're going to do it differently this year because I think a lot of the times reflecting on the video that we did previously for 2023, I guess, there were goals that we didn't make, which is we can't hold ourselves accountable to everything.
Well, we should.
Well, we should. But there is goals that I think we forgot about, and I think that for this time around, Ilya and I have had that discussion already, and we know what we want, and we've got a plan to go through those. So we're gonna just do that.
And we have one goal this year.
Yeah, and
just one.
And we really decided that the whole thing for a good goal set to share with you is that there's one big goal that we want to share.
Just one to remember.
Just one goal that you have to remember. There are a few other things, but they're smaller business things. And I think that this is a more exciting video. We want to talk about the amazing things that happened last year and review it and just be grateful for all the games that we were able to play and the people we were able to play it with.
Now, for all of you statistics lovers out there, we're here with board game stats first.
Yes.
Now, I did not write down on our little piece of paper the plus or minus percentages, but I'll put them up on the screen so we'll see if we increased or decreased from last year in our historical values.
All right.
That's fun.
Yeah.
How many plays did we have in 2024?
Exactly 600.
We did. We played New Year's Eve. We had
593, and we powered through
to get to 600 plays because everyone loves an even number.
Yeah, exactly.
And how many of those 600 plays were different games?
306 different games.
Ooh.
That's wild to me.
That is.
But we'll get there. We'll get to the next.
That's true. And how many people did we play with?
This was the most exciting one for me, actually. We played games with 130 different people.
Well, with 128 because two of them are me and Tyler.
Yes. And that's so exciting for me. That means we got to share a lot of different experiences with people. We got to hang out with a lot of people. And we got to share the joy of board games with so many different people that we would not be able to connect with if not for this, honestly.
I didn't even think we had more than 6 friends.
6-player games are hard to get to the table.
No, in total.
Oh, in total. Well, we have clearly a lot of people that we are grateful to be playing games with.
So if you shared a game with us, let us know what your favorite was that we shared together. And if you want to share a game with us in 2025.
Yes.
Now, plot twist. Some of you may be thinking, I'm in our Discord. I play games with Tyler all the time. Unfortunately, you're not included in this.
BGA stats or BGA plays do not get counted in our BGG stats.
But I do think BGA has statistics.
I think I could find it. I've never actually thought about it.
We'll tell you what Tyler has played on BGA for the year.
Yeah.
And you can technically add those to our overall plays and increase those numbers.
That there will be a significant amount of Forest Shuffle plays on that list.
It is one of our favorite games. So that has been all the statistics.
There's one more statistic that we're forgetting about.
Are we?
And that is overall win percentage.
Now, this statistic is cumulative, thanks to BG Stats. So this is how the year has shifted. And I am currently sitting at a 42% win rate.
42% win rate.
Which honestly is pretty good.
That's really impressive. We also have to remember that because we played with 130 people and because we played so many different games that some of those were learning games. Some of those were games where people were showing us the games that they absolutely loved, and there's something to be said about getting crushed by them. You should.
That's true.
And then there's, of course, on the opposite end of that, cooperative games, where if we win together, we win together, and if we lose together...
I think the cooperative games are the reason my win percentage is as high as it is. And it's feel good. Those games are important for your win percentage.
I think the same could be said for my win percentage, though.
Which is?
Which is 48%.
I will say, for your reference into our dynamic of playing games, I usually I'm the one to teach the game, so by the time I have learned the game, I can start to devise strategies. So a lot of the times, the first game we will play
is a struggle for me.
I will probably win, sometimes.
Yeah.
But the second game onwards, Tyler almost wins 90% of the time because he now knows the strategy, he now knows what to do, and if it comes to a very competitive type of game, I just play for fun. I don't often think about like what is the best way for. I always try to win.
If there's more head to head, like if there's
that's true. You're not the best
interaction
at
like that, I'm not very good at those types of games.
There's some games Tyler's not the greatest
at.
And
I don't know. I think maybe like mentally, I just don't want to hurt people's feelings. But it is a game.
We both always try to win.
Yeah, and the rule at our house is if you aren't trying to play the game or trying to win, you probably just shouldn't be playing the game.
Exactly.
Like,
so we always try to win, but our trying to win sometimes varies on what that looks like.
Yeah.
Like I'm not gonna spend 10 minutes to make an optimized play.
I will.
And Tyler will sometimes. So that's why his win percentage is a little bit higher.
Yeah. But that's it. That's all we have for stats. And now we're gonna go into the overarching goal for the year.
Now you heard us right. There's only one, and that goal is
play 365 different games.
Now, we have achieved this goal in the past.
Yes. And, of course, this does not mean 365 new games to us. Mm-hmm. Not at all. Because we will still be playing, like, the classics. And we will still be bringing games that we love to the table.
Exactly.
So those will count as long as it's, like, our first time playing in that year.
Different games.
Yes.
Now, I believe we've achieved this goal 2 years ago, but we have not achieved this goal the 2 years past.
Last year, 2023 and 2024.
We did not.
2023 was a little bit of a slow
2022
year for us.
was our prime of
our
gaming.
Best year.
We've played a lot of games in 2022.
Yeah.
So, 2025, we're coming back there.
Yeah.
Are we going to have 1,000 plays? Maybe. But we will aim to have 365 different games, which is our one goal, which we will update you on every monthly top 5 games video.
Oh, yeah. I would like to do that. That's exciting.
Tyler will create us a nice bar.
Oh.
Whether it's a physical bar or a digital bar.
It's actually just be one of those, like, 100% bars.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I could just make one. That would be fun, actually.
And then, like, we'll fill it in the video.
Yeah, okay.
That'd be fun?
Probably write that down so I remember it.
Okay.
I do want to tack on another goal for us.
Goal number 2, where we only had
just so that everybody is aware of it, because we have been talking about this, and I think like one of the things that we want to get better at is being more ahead.
Yes.
I think like a lot of the times we're filming the videos that we release like the weekend before they get released.
Sometimes the day before.
And sometimes even the day, which doesn't always feel the greatest in terms of like for either of us, I think, like just on a crunch basis, which is, I think, personally affected like our mental health a little bit. So moving forward, and we've already been really good at it, so hopefully it stays that way.
This is not, in fact, a neoprene table. There's wood under.
Yeah, exactly. Is that I want to film videos like at least 2 weeks. Well, no, we're doing like the week before, at least the week before. But that means priming us for like getting in the plays more early, getting in the video or like the easy filming early, everything like that. So I just want to like toss that out there into the world to let everybody know that is something that we are trying and hoping to do better on.
We are being better content planners. And I guess for my subtle goal is I'm not committing to it yet, but I've started to commit to it. So we'll see if it continues. I want to aim to do a how to play a week.
Okay.
So I've started that already, and I'm aiming for games that I just don't see how to plays of. And a lot of the times if someone, like today we filmed a how to play of a game.
That somebody recommended.
That somebody was like, I'm confused. I tried this on BGA, I didn't know how this worked. I looked it up, there's not a single video on how to play this game. So that's why we're
doing it.
Yeah. So we want to do more stuff like that. So if there are games, even if they've been released a while ago, that you're like, this is just very confusing to always wrap your mind around, and I would love to have a video, and there's not one. Or if there is one and maybe it's not the best, let us know. We're happy to do more of those.
Yes. Yeah. That being said, this is probably a good time to just like nudge you folks a little bit that like, what do you like to see from us? What's your favorite thing? What haven't we been doing lately that you really enjoyed and you want us to bring back? X, Y, Z. Just like let us know down in the comments below and we can see what we can do about that. There's no promises, of course, because we're going to keep doing, I think I say this all the time, but we do content because we really enjoy the space. We love board games. We're super passionate about it. And I think that like there are times where we get really burnt out. And
There are many times.
I don't want that to be like a recurring, consistent thing for us. So I do want to stay like cognizant of that. But let us know what you'd like to see. We're always open to feedback with that kind of stuff.
And we have a feedback channel on our Discord.
True, which you can join, and you'll leave
Yes.
we'll leave the links down in the description below.
It's all the fun stuff.
Yes.
But with all that said, let's head on over to our superlatives.
Superlatives.
And to our awards,
Yes.
so we can wrap this up in a beautiful little bow called the board game Kovray bow.
Board game Cooperative bow. Okay, let's kick things off. There's no like particular reason we did these ones in particular. We kind of just came up with them because we thought they were fun. That's it.
We thought they were fun,
Yeah.
and the categories we thought would be helpful for you to discover a game that you may enjoy.
Yes, exactly.
For the best.
And of course, just going off of the stats, these are games that we've played in 2024, and they made the list. They made the list.
Not all of them are 2024 releases, but a lot of them are.
Yes, the ones we played in 2024.
The ones we played in 2024. Now, when we do this, we'll quickly tell you why the game received the superlative or the award. We won't go too much into depth of what this game is, but most likely we have content on these games. So if you're interested, either look through our channel or ask us, and we'd be happy to answer in the comments down below and tell you a little bit more about these games.
Yeah, let's kick it off though. We've got 5 most likelies, and we'll start with the one that makes you feel like a genius.
And the winner for this one is The Search for Lost Species. Now, this game, when you figure everything out and you know where everything falls into place, you're sitting there grinning like a fox.
Yeah.
You know what's happening, you know where the lost species is, you figured it out, and it's even better if you've done it before everybody else.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say. This is a race game too, so everybody is trying to do the same thing with almost the same information. So if you can get it faster, it does really provide that power moment of, yeah, I did it.
This game is very prone to light bulb moments, I will find.
And that is the most likely to make you feel like a genius.
Congratulations.
Next up, we have the most likely to end a friendship.
This one was a tough one.
I'm gonna like preface this with we actually don't play a lot of Take That games.
I feel like we don't, because we reviewed our list and we're like, all of these, like, or maybe we're just very nice to each other.
But let's show the game that won the award, and that is a game called Perch.
It's always the cute ones. They have little birds that you think are so nice. And then Tyler puts your bird into there and you lose half the points in this game.
Yeah. That is exactly why I think I wanted this game to win the award, is it's very deceiving in the sense that, look at it. Look at this game.
And I don't think you see it right away.
No.
Like when you see all the tiles, like, oh, this would be a nice goal. But because you place other players' birds.
Yes, exactly.
That's where the Take That comes in.
And you can move things around. Yeah. And you can block people. Like, it's great. It is very interesting, but it is very Take That.
It may end a friendship.
And that is Perch.
The next one we have is a game that is most likely to confuse first-time players.
I think clarifying that this is a good game. You should definitely play it.
Well, let's show it and let's talk about it.
Okay. All right. The winner for this one is called The Same Game.
I feel like teaching this game is an art.
We still haven't figured it out.
It's an art because there is a trap that you're trying not to guess, but you have to guess everything beforehand, and you have to write an object, and it has to be like a human-made object. Yeah. So there's a lot of layers that it's very easy to kind of go the wrong path, and then until you play that first round, you're still like, wait, what are we doing here?
Yes, exactly. Yeah. And I think like that being said is like once you get past that, it's quite an enjoyable game. Key word in this award is first-time players. So I think that once you get past that, this game is very interesting to like wrap your head around what clues you should be giving, how to make it very different from what the other categories might be. But exactly what Ilya said is we haven't quite figured out how to teach it to people yet.
Maybe it's us.
Yeah, maybe it is us.
But were you confused the first time you played the same game?
That's the same game.
The next game is the game that will make you say, let's play one more. Maybe one more? Everyone's trying to go to bed, bro. Let's play one more.
One more of the gang.
Heck yeah. Every time this game hits our table, it just stays there.
Yeah, it's actually interesting. The last few times we've played it is Ilya's brought it out at like the later end of our game night.
Well, because I know if we bring it up early, we're just going to play it the whole night.
Exactly. And that's been the comment he's said a few times now. And I'm like, yeah, that's actually probably right, because we end up thinking that we're going to play this for maybe like 20, 30 minutes, and then we play it for like an hour and a half. Yeah. 2 hours. There you go. So that's why the gang wins this award.
Good one.
Last on the most likely list, we've got most likely to make you laugh until you cry.
Which is the coveted Doodle Dash.
We've had many experiences where we've had to pause the game because of some ridiculous drawing, and we love
We
that
have to be like,
for
wait
it.
a moment, look at that.
Yeah.
And this game isn't about your artistic talent.
No.
It's about speed drawing and how fast you can draw
While still getting across
while
the
still
point.
getting across the point. And sometimes that leads to ridiculous drawings.
Yeah.
And it's all for fun and it's all silly and you just laugh every single time you play this game.
And you also can't forget about grabbing that golden rod and die, because some people can get done at the exact same time and it's just like a reach and grab, and that is a good moment to appreciate and laugh
Grabbing
about.
the golden rod, there's just a little bit funny about that.
There you go. That's Doodle Dash.
Now let's get serious. On to the awards.
Awards. These awards are the best of. Best blank.
Best of.
Best blah 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 blah.
What is the first one?
First one is best thematic integration.
And the winner for this one is?
Behind us, Daitoshi.
Now everything in this game just feels right.
It does, yeah.
You're doing what the game is intending for you to do. You are supporting the yokai in the forest. You're building up the city. You're utilizing the resources. You're making steam by putting hot coals onto water.
The steam, the water and coal thing is so cool.
Very cool.
I thought, yeah, just like that simple. Yeah.
And it's a heavier game, but when heavy games have great thematic integration, they feel less heavy and they're much more enjoyable to be played by all. Which is why Daitoshi wins the
best thematic integration. But I do want to just add that my other favorite part about this is the nature balance thing. Because you are working in these factories, you have to like make the yokai happy, and sometimes you don't, because the way that you play the game is
you're utilizing too much of the resources.
Exactly. And sometimes that can bite you in the butt, but you have to be like it's an interesting little balance that you have to choose to take on.
Give and take.
And
when you build a city, you have to be conscious of the environment around it.
Exactly.
Because you don't want to ruin the environment around the city.
But there you go. That's Daitoshi.
Now we have best two-player game.
Which is also behind us.
It is
Flatiron. Now you're probably thinking, wow, these two have really talked about this game quite a bit in the last like couple of months. And that's because it's that good.
It's that good. There. Look at the box. Look how gorgeous the presentation is.
Yes.
You're building a skyscraper on the table. Table presence, check.
Yep.
There's engine building, so you're trying to build up your engine and make it better than the other player.
Yep.
And the best part, the most important for two-player games, is you're playing the player.
Yeah.
Where's Tyler going to go? Maybe I'll go there and prevent him from doing what he wants to do. Oh, but I can get some benefit from that place as well.
Yep.
Haha, now I'm going to win.
Yeah, the subtleties of being able to like pay attention to what the other player is doing, but then also like perform the action to benefit for yourself is really, really cool. I like the variability that it has that Flatiron gives you access to, particularly in the sense that like it does kind of change the way that you play the game based on that alone. Like you have one thing versus what Ilya has, and you have to really plan for that, and it can also make you decide differently on how you do things.
Exactly. And that's Flatiron.
Next up, we've got the best game for larger groups.
Now, to no one's surprise, this game is
Flip 7.
Now, there is a bigger version of this game right now, and this is a promotional one that they gave out at conventions.
Yeah.
Now, I do hear there's going to be a small box available in the future as well.
Ooh, that's exciting!
But this game is really fun. You're dealing out cards, and you're trying not to bust and score the most points.
Yeah.
It's just a blast.
Yeah, you can play this game with a lot of players. It says 3+ players, so it doesn't even give like a up. It doesn't give a max.
I mean, 100 people.
Of course, there is a max, but I believe you can actually combine decks, which actually I wouldn't be surprised by that. And this game is just exciting. Like, it has big moments in it. It's fun to see. It's quick. Even when you do get eliminated, you still feel like you're involved. I think there's a lot going on in this game, and you do feel very, very lucky when it does go your way.
It's a great game to also have casual conversations around, where some games don't allow that. This game definitely does.
Yeah, and it's a good, like, come-together game. So, yeah, definitely worth checking out.
Have you played it?
Flip 7.
Now let's head it over to the best game for beginners, which is Mlem Academy. That's the sound the cats make. Which is why you're a cat going to space. You're an astronaut cat. You're rolling dice and you're exploring the different cat planets.
Okay.
One may have fish in an aquarium. That's the whole planet. The other is a big yarn ball.
Exactly.
What are you going to do there? You're going to go further so you can make it to the comet and score the most points.
Yeah, this game is a push your luck game that is just a lot of fun. It's easy to teach. It's fun to bring to the table. It comes with a neoprene mat.
And the box has nice texture.
Yes. So this is a game that is worth the dollar that you're going to have to pay for it. I love everything about this game. And it does have some modules that you can add to it to kind of like boost its complexity without going too overboard.
It's an easy game to explain, great way to bring players to the table, and it's a really unique theme that will leave people thinking.
Exactly. And that's Mlem, the best game for beginners.
There's also a Blep expansion. Blep is
the dog.
The dog. No, it's when the tongue comes out.
Anyways, on to the next one.
Which is the best cooperative game of the year. Now, this one was on both of our top 10 lists, and I think it may have been pretty high on mine. And that is
Bomb Buster.
What you're trying to do is you're trying to cut some wires and defuse the bomb in the appropriate setting.
Yeah, you want to do that as a obviously cooperative team where you're going to be wanting to choose other people's wires, choose your own wires, and strategically plan through this logic puzzle that's been creatively made through this game.
Now the best part is there are 66 different missions. There's a tutorial that walks you through it, and it throws you into a mystery of missions.
It does, yes.
What are you going to play? Nobody knows. There's some really fun twists in this game. We haven't gone through all of it, but there's some surprises that we've seen that have blown our minds.
Ooh, I see what you did there.
Exactly.
And that's Bomb Busters.
Now, it wouldn't be a year if we didn't celebrate the best expansion.
We are going to talk about the best expansion, which is conveniently behind us.
So the best expansion for this year, there's two. It's a tie. It's Woodland Edge and Alpine Trails? Or is it just
I think
Alpine?
it's just Alpine.
I thought it was Alpine Trails. Oops.
Can't remember. Anyways, this says nothing in it. Alpine is in here already.
And so is that.
So, yeah, that's what I mean. This is empty. Nothing in there. Anyways, you've heard us rave about Forest Shuffle. I think the base game is great to begin with. But the expansions, both of them, add like more variability to the game and also provide different options for strategies to win the game. Mm-hmm. I think that there was like some really strong base strategies that started in the base game, and the expansions helped evolve that into multiple different ways. We're also being like able to like almost drip into all of them, and I thought that was really exciting and really cool to see. They did a really good job with it.
As many of you know, I am typically anti-expansion.
Ooh.
But here, the expansions don't add a ton. There's no new rules really. It's just
cards.
Get rid of different cards, and new cards have different ways of scoring. But the game is essentially the same. Yes. It just provides more variety, which is the best type of expansion.
Yeah, there you go. That's the best expansion for 2024. Next up, we have the best game, or the best table presence game.
Which is? Ooh.
Fromage.
There's a beautiful turntable.
Yeah. Honestly, that's it.
Well, the art, the little cheeses that you place, the little workers, they have attitude.
Yes.
They have character.
Obviously, the art is a really big factor in this, and I think it does look quite fantastic.
The player boards, little buildings that get put up when they're built. Little cheese, you wanted to put a little fruit in there?
Yep, yep.
There's so much in this game that just... if you see this game on the table, you're going to be like, what the heck are they doing over there?
Yeah, yeah. And the cheese, of course. Like, you've got 3 different types of cheese that you're going to be dealing with. That round table, honestly, is what does it for me. Mm-hmm. Like, being able to turn that is very, very exciting. And the gameplay itself, of course, that's not what this award is about, but it is definitely a solid game.
It's a little bit cultish when everyone goes in the middle and turns at the same time. If you watch that from a distance... Board gamers are quite weird from a distance. We
Cheese
should start playing board games in like a mall food court, just so people can be like, "What are they doing?" Or airports. That's a good one too. Yeah.
Anyways, that is the game with the best table presence.
Now on to the next award, which is the best cover. Now this was a very difficult one.
This one was a difficult one.
Board games are getting prettier and prettier.
Yeah, board game art is fantastic.
But the winner for this year is...
a game called Creature Caravan.
Ryan Lockett is a genius artist.
Do we
And
need to say anything more?
I think for me, it was the color scheme.
Yeah, the colors
The
really
scheme,
pop.
they really just the light, that blue. And the fact that they're going to this matte, like, what is in there? What is in that big?
You never
Don't
know.
you want to know?
You'll never know.
I want to know.
Yeah.
I want to know, and it's really cool because they actually have an RPG based in this world. So I want to dive into all the different art.
Yeah, and of course, this is really awesome because it does stay true to like the previous games from Red Raven, and it also kind of like the cover is then integrated into the actual game, which makes it even more exciting in the sense of like you don't see the difference.
It's beautiful.
Creature Caravan, best cover art. We've got 2 more for you, and the next one is going to be the best feel-good game.
And this game is Harmonies.
Harmonies. It's in the name. It's in the name.
It is. You're feeling harmonious while you play it.
Exactly.
Now you may be wondering, hey, I don't always get my tokens. I don't always fulfill all the animals. How do you feel good about it? Well, you feel good about it because you build a beautiful habitat. And all of those beautiful animals are in front of you. Will you fulfill all their needs? Maybe. Who cares? They're beautiful.
The tactile feel of this game really provides like a almost serene peace of mind. I like being able to place those pieces onto your board. Of course, it's a puzzle. It's got some brain crunch, like Ilya said, but it does feel really good when it all comes together and works in your favor. But it's also just, like I said, a peaceful, nice game about creating a beautiful, harmonious
And I think
habitat.
the yellow helps as well. It's like sunshine in your life.
Sunshine.
In your life.
There you go. That is the best feel-good game.
Feel good. And the last award we have here is the game with the best components.
Yeah.
And it is
It's gonna have to be Monkey Palace.
Lego board games. Heck yeah. We're here, everybody.
Yeah.
It is 2024 and Lego is finally in the board game world.
Yes.
We can't wait to see more.
This game is very exciting. I mean, it is simplicity of just being able to build your own Lego palace. And
Well, no, it's a collective Lego palace.
it is a collective Lego palace, but you're building it together, and it ends up looking beautiful every single time. And the components that are used are just like so satisfying. Of course,
There's a little frog.
Yep.
There's a little butterfly. Lego is just so much fun.
It does Lego and board gaming justice. That's for sure.
So we have to mark the year with Lego's entrance into the component world of board games.
Woo! Let's go. That's Monkey Palace.
So that has been our awards, our goal,
Goal.
and our statistics.
Our statistics. Yeah.
Now, for our question of the day, we have 3 questions for you.
We do.
Number 1, do you have any fun statistics to share from your board game plays? Did you play one game 100 times?
Yeah.
Maybe.
What's your most played game?
Ooh,
yeah.
fun. Number 2, do you have any goals for 2025? Are they game related? Are they personal? Tell us. Maybe in the comments, maybe in our Discord. We don't know.
Yeah.
And 3, what award would you give to a board game?
Yeah, like what award did we miss and what game from your plays deserves it?
Or maybe you disagree with one of the awards. Like, how dare they give this award to this game? It deserves this one.
Yeah, who knows?
Now, if you answer all 3 questions, we'll give you a high five.
Yeah, high five!
Turkey!
No.
Gobble, gobble, gobble.
No.
Oops-a-daisies. Well, thank you so much for being here. We really appreciate you, all your support over the years. It's been 4.5 years
4 and a bit, yeah.
of content creation for us, and we are still going strong, still sharing all the games, and still capturing all the joy that board games bring to our lives.
Exactly.
To help you discover the game for you.
Yeah, and of course, if you enjoyed this video, give us that thumbs up, hit that subscribe button if you're new here, because like Ilya said, we love doing this, and we're excited to do more. We don't like doing that. But
Snail.
until the next one, we will see you later.
Bye.